Let me share my screen here. Before we get into anything, so let's pretend like we're talking about like this last mentorship call that we had over here. Going to here, there's Ask Fathom on here. You can see my screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's the Ask Fathom on here, which is pretty much ChatGPT connected to our recording. So you can be like, give me the specific action steps he was talking about with media buying. I don't know. So it allows you to give you like an action step based upon the conversation that you had in the recording. I don't know if you guys knew about that, but I thought it was pretty cool. Wanted to share that.
Mm-hmm.
That's fire.
Right. And so that's right there. That's Fathom. But the point of this conversation, we really got to talk about ads over here. We really got to talk about how we're going to film these ads so it's actually converting the best for you. In our previous call, we talked a little bit about it, kind of briefly went over it, but we're going to use this call, this next 30 minutes to an hour to really, hone in on this. And that being said, let's get this party started. Let me pull this up. I don't like how that looks. This is the view. Okay, let's get this party started. So a lot of what these ads really, the most important part of ads is to understand that what you put out there is what you're going to attract. Somebody call it manifestation, somebody just call it the freaking AI on there, but quite literally, what you put on there is what you're going to attract. So if you put a cool car on there, it's going to start attracting people that are searching up that cool car. If you put up an iPhone, it's going to start attracting people with iPhone interests. Topo Chico is going to attract people with Topo Chico interests. With that being said, we want to specifically attract people that are two things: motivated and financially capable. Motivated means they want to get started today, not tomorrow, because you can be dealing with millionaires, billionaires, but they might not be motivated to buy today. I want people that have enough budget and are willing to buy today. In retrospect, too, you can have people that are super, super motivated, ready to get started today, but obviously not have the right budget to be able to pay you. We don't want that. We want to make sure we're attracting people that are motivated and also financially capable for your services, So with that being said, everything that you put into this ad is really going to attract the type of people that you want to work with. Up to the extent of, the words that you say, the tonality that you speak in, the environment in the background, all that stuff. Sunset right now in your background, it's just a gray background with a pink padding on top of there. That's not really attracting too many type of people here. Right now, myself, it's just a blurred out background. I got my cutoff sleeves over here. I got like a big chain on here. So that's really going to attract maybe like fitness people that like chains. It's not really the right type of persona that we want to attract if we're dealing with credit pair, obviously. So what this really means is that you can still see my screen, right?
Yes.
Very cool. So what this really means is that we want to film ads with the intention of the type of person that we want to attract. Like, I can't stress that enough, So
that's Catherine.
You know her?
Yeah, of course. What? Shout out to Catherine.
Awesome. Big shout out to her. Her offer is credit pair, funding, and then getting put them into some sort of real estate, Airbnb, cash flowing business. So on the left-hand side over here, there's some stuff that she did really, really phenomenal, but there's some other things that she didn't, check off all the boxes on. What she did very phenomenal is she has a beautiful house in the background.
Hey, you are glitching on my end. Is he glitching for you, C, or is it just me?
Might check. Maybe if I stop showing my face, it kind of speeds it up. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, you are fine. You could go back on. It might be me. Let me check my connection. It might be me. C, could you hear him good, or was he glitching?
No, I can hear him perfectly fine.
Then it's me. Blade, you're fine.
Yeah, and I'm in a car.
Let me clear my cache here really quick.
Nah, take your time. Take your time, guys.
Just in case. All right, I hope that makes it perform a little bit better. But let's go back to talking about Kathy. Okay, so Kathy over here, she did some stuff that's very well, some stuff that did not check off all the boxes. On the left-hand side over here, she's filming an ad in front of a nice family home. I more so prefer a family home with like 2 cars, 2 garages. If you're able to afford 2 cars, 2 garages, you're a little bit more financially capable. Second thing over here that I'm not too crazy about is the Fendi logo, it's a little bit too much Fendi logo. Sometimes designer brands really do attract the wrong type of persona that you want to work with. The other thing that I'm not too crazy about is that she also has a BMW. I think she has like an X5 or an X3. I don't know what exact BMW she has, but she has a big SUV. And that's like a $60,000, $80,000 car. Over here in the background, she's showing a Mazda SUV. Mazdas are typically $20,000, $30,000 cars. I would prefer to, show both cars or at least show that BMW in the background as well too. Okay.
So Blade, like for example, like I try to do content with like my Corvette C8 and my fiance's AMG. I try sometimes to do content with that. I can do a lot more because I felt like it would attract people that like are at least got the money or want to aspire for those type of cars. Would you say that would be something that you'd recommend?
It's an excellent point. Highly recommend that. I highly, highly recommend it. And I feel like for some reason, every credit card company has a C8. I don't know why. Like literally every credit card company has a freaking C8 Corvette.
You know why? It's because it's a good entry level car. It's a good entry level baby version of a supercar. Yeah,
they're
that's
so
why.
fun cars. Bro, you can take them at 200 miles an hour. It's under six figures. Are you kidding me? It's crazy.
Yep, exactly. And a mid-engine, you're not getting that in a mid-engine. So
literally, handling's incredible.
I have to log off and come back in.
Sweet. You can hear us clear though?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. The only thing to kind of go off of what you were saying though is that C8 that you have and also the AMG, put it in your driveway so you at least also see the house. The reason being is because if it's just the car, don't get me wrong, it still performs, but it could perform a lot better by future-facing people, more specifically for that dream house, the dream car, overall that dream lifestyle. Because if we just have the car over here, it's more so attracting people that want to get approved for that dream car. Excuse me, not just that dream car, the dream house, that dream lifestyle as a whole. And that dream lifestyle with the dream car has a lot more weight, a lot more motivational factor than just a dream car.
yes.
You know what I mean? I'm sure you've experienced that as well too. You probably have a lot more clients coming in for a dream house than a dream car.
Yeah, a lot of people because of like the lifestyle they see, because like me and Sunset, like in the beginning, like we would like we would go back and forth about like whether we're gonna do lifestyle or like informational. Now we're kind of like mixing a little bit of both. And for me, I'm going heavier on lifestyle because even now, like bro, like from now, even you giving me this confirmation, like I just got a penthouse in Atlanta with a crazy balcony. I'm recording content all on that balcony. Like I have to.
As you should, yes, of course. That pays for the house, literally.
Oh yeah, we got to 100%.
The other thing I do want to mention, because you did bring up a good point here, is the difference between educational versus what I call entertaining content here. Let me pull this up really quick. Cool. You can still see my screen, right? We're good?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep,
So
perfect.
there's a difference between entertaining and education. Don't get me wrong, you should have a fair mix of both. The reason being you should have a fair mix of both is because you should show off your credit card business as if it's like almost effortless. You should show that, hey, I have an amazing, abundant, successful credit card business that it allows me to have a very fulfilled lifestyle because my credit card service is almost effortless. So you should have a fair mix of both. But if you were to ask me, hey, Blade, what should I really prioritize, educational versus entertaining? I always focus more so on educational. Reason being is because you make more money straight up on educational. Let me kind of give you a real world example over here. We both know Mr. Beast, right? We all know Andrew Tate. These are a great example over here. Mr. Beast over here is more so entertaining content. Andrew Tate over here is more so educational content. Andrew Tate, he has no expenses. He just talks. Mr. Beast over here, he has a tremendous amount of expenses. Every single YouTube video he puts up is probably like $1 million of just sets and actors and all that stuff.
Yes, it's like it could cost him anywhere from $2 to $5 million. I remember he broke that down. It's expensive, very expensive.
And then also as well too, the type of people that it attracts is very, very different. Andrew Tate, more so educational. It's people going in looking for solutions. They have problems and actively looking for a solution. Entertaining is somebody just checking out the page because they like the page. It grabs their attention. You know what I mean? But don't get me wrong, you should have both because showing off that fulfilled lifestyle also presses towards your business, showing that hey, your business is almost as if it's effortless. And who's not going to rock, excuse me, words, and who's the average person is going to want to work with somebody that makes the credit per service seem as though it's almost effortless, you know. So I guess that break it down really quick. Let's go back to some of these ads as well too. The last couple of pointers I want to bring up over here is that as you can see on the left-hand side over here, it's just a little bit blurry. You know, it's such a simple fix. You just grab your shirt, you just wipe off the camera. You know, it's such a simple fix. But just whenever you record, just make sure you clean the camera. Just really want to stress over here. On the right-hand side over here, it's also an excellent video. You know, she took away the designer. He has a small chain. You know, I don't recommend big flashy chains because again, that attracts the wrong people. I don't recommend, bust down APs, bust down Rolexes, attracts the wrong people. I don't recommend, Dodge Hellcats, Chargers, Challengers. Those kind of attract for lack of better words, hoodie type of people. I don't want to really work with those people. I'd rather work with more so what I call subtle wealth, you know. So this small chain over here, it's a valuable chain. She looks great. She looks like money, but it's not showing off the designer. Another thing that I like on here is the pool as well too. She has a pool in the background. Pools usually resonate with more financially capable people. Pretty simple. Let me pull up a couple more ads over here. How much pull up Reef over here? Okay, cool. This ad over here is a very, very simple ad. This guy literally doesn't even talk in the ad, but it's converting so well. It's so freaking simple. It's converting so well. Again, I'm not too crazy about too much flash on here. It's just the way he is. I couldn't get him just not do that. But what I love about this ad is that he has his Cybertruck on here. A Cybertruck is an $80,000 truck. He has a really nice house in the background, a really nice modern looking house in the background. He also has a C8 Corvette in the background as well too. So the truck in the background attracts financially capable people, and also the modern luxury type of house over here also attracts more financially capable people. What I really want to stress on this ad is that you don't really have to you don't have to overcomplicate these ads. Like I think this is one of the most simplest ads ever. He literally has a freaking whiteboard over here saying, let's fix it together. DM me today. So freaking simple. But again,
how has that performed? Do you know?
Very well. Very, very well. He has 3 or 4 scale ads, whereas this being one of them, this being another one. Again, I'm not too crazy about the blurry background. Again, you really just have to wipe your screen. That's it. So simple. He has this ad, he has that ad, and he also has 2 graphics that we're scaling up right now. He's only spending like $150 a day. But he's closing like 2 or 3 deals a day. He's crushing it. He's also a hustler too. He's also an exceptional closer as well, which you guys also seem like exceptional closers and exceptional hustlers as well. This is the other ads that he's scaling up as well too. We also have a couple other ads that are also actively testing. With that being said, very simple ad over here as well too. Cybertruck C8, couple of examples of success stories as well too. I really like graphics. The reason being is because it allows me to test out multiple different offers relatively quickly. Like you just give me the graphic over here, maybe you in front of the AMG, you in front of the C8, in front of your nice house, and then we can just write a bunch of offers on top of it, really to be able to test things pretty quickly and to get those KPIs hitting so you can scale up his ads as soon as possible. What I'm trying to say is that give me a mixture of like video creatives and also a mixture of graphics as well too. Hopefully so we can split test them all. Let me give you another example. I have a couple of people ask me, hey, Blaze, what's better, graphics or videos? I find that videos usually instill a little bit more trust, but don't get me wrong, we still got ads like this with Gary, that this ad, like, I'm not even kidding you, this ad that we've been using for like 1.5 years, almost 2 years now. All we really do is change out the background. Like I think previously it was a white color, before that was like a blue color, now it's like a black color. That's all we really do is change out the background when it kind of gets what I call that ad fatigue. But again, very, very simple ad and it's performing very, very well. The ICE2 debt collectors is also a very, very hot topic that people absolutely freaking love as well too. It makes a lot of money. But again, it's very, very simple ads. Kind of makes sense so far?
Yep, makes a lot of sense.
Yes, you're good. I'm just moving my car.
Sweet,
You're
sweet.
good.
Okay, no worries. Sweet, sweet. So for your ads, really, we're gonna have to get a couple of things on here. Let me pull up the Instagram as well. Okay, awesome, awesome. So two things that we're gonna do off here right away. The first thing is, obviously you're gonna give us a bunch of graphics and ads that we're gonna use for that cold audience that we're gonna be scaling out to attract more clients to you. But the second part of this that we're gonna do is we're gonna use more so what I call the hammer strategy. The hammer strategy slash the famous strategy. And as I was previously talking to you about this, is that from the time that they click on the ad between the time they actually show up to the sales call, we're taking all your best content, FAQ videos, videos that talk about testimonials, videos that talk about what it's like to be part of the process. And we're taking those ads and we're rotating those ads out to people as many times as possible, not repeating, but we want them to see a whole bunch of your face, your content, your value-based content as possible. So when they actually hop on your sales calls, they're like, oh my gosh, this person's famous. I saw a whole bunch of their content. I trust them a whole lot more. So one of the first things that we're going to be doing when we actually launch our ads is Sundis, one of my VAs, is we going through your Instagram, scraping through your 183 posts, and really finding a whole bunch of pieces of content on here that we can also use for that hammer strategy. So Sundis is going to be scraping through your Instagram, finding hammer strategy videos. Excuse me, but also you guys are always going to be sending us over more and more creatives that we will then post and then use for that hammer strategy. So what I'm trying to say is that as we're making this content, as we're making these creatives, always just have in the back of your mind, obviously the type of people that we're trying to attract, but also the strategies that we also have in mind, where you want to just bring as many testimonials, as many videos that talk about the process, as many videos that talk about the FAQ videos, to the FAQ comment questions, and keep those in the back of the mind while we're creating the content so we can specifically have it for the hammer strategy. Kind of make sense?
Makes sense.
I think it's pretty
And,
simple here. Can I answer
and
any
Blade,
type of questions?
they're gonna be scraping both our social medias, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, if you're running the campaign off of one Instagram account, unless you're collaborators with it, we can only use one.
That's
You know
what
what
I
I
was
mean?
talking about yesterday. I was saying that could be a potential issue.
But you set up to collaboration, right?
Yeah.
And then that won't be an issue then.
Okay.
If one is set to collaboration, that means it's on both accounts. Like, there's a difference. It's like tagging and there's collaborators. You want to make sure that those videos are in collaborations with Sunset, so that's on both pages. And so that if we're running the ads on Sunset side, which I would prefer, that we can run the ads and utilize both pages, utilize both
Yeah,
ads.
that's fine.
Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's we already collaborate on post.
Yeah.
Easy. No problem solved. Simple,
Okay.
simple. Okay. So that's really a majority I really wanted to kind of get down over here. I think you kind of have a game plan over here. Let me make sure you guys also have a bunch of ad examples as well too, to kind of give you that little shortcut as well
Like
too.
what we should make.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Give me a quick second here. Let me share my screen over here as well. This is my dream farm as well, my dream compound as well. What's coming next? All right, awesome. So a
Yeah,
couple
that's
of
fire.
graphic examples over here. Thank you, appreciate it. All right, let me get this over to here. Couple graphic examples over here. Let me get you over here. Okay, a couple examples over here. Video examples. And of course, I'm getting over the scripts as well. I realized I didn't put the business name on here. What's the business name as well?
Immigrants to millionaires. Nope. You spelled immigrant wrong.
I know I spelled immigrant wrong.
And then
Migrent. Excuse me, I'm a college dropout.
Yeah, we don't care about that. IMEIGRANT.
There we go, got
No,
it.
you good, bro.
And then it's the number 2 and then millionaires.
Awesome. Sweet. Everything's simple. All right. Videos and graphic examples over here. By the way, guys, so we cover all the editing when it has to do. I mean, if you have your own editors, by all means, use your own editor if you prefer them. But we also have the editors as well too. A typical turnaround time in terms of editing is usually the same day. So any graphics examples that you want to shoot over to us, we can edit it for you. Any video examples that you want to shoot over us, we can handle that for you as well too. If you like our editors and you want to use it for future content, by all means, we do have a great editor, and I'm not going to stop you to do that. The only thing is that I encourage you to just reach out to him and just structure your own deal with him. He usually charges me like $10 a video, $5 for thumbnails, so very, very affordable. At K.
Yeah, that's fire, definitely.
Is your video editor. Again, we cover ad edits. If you want to use for future, just reach out. Pretty simple.
Yeah.
All right. Now, next thing over here is the actual ad script. So I want to make sure you have that, and also want to make sure you understand our AI marketing brain as well too. Take a quick second here. This person's texting me. Cool. Okay, so I call this our ad Rolodex over here. Ad Rolodex. Cool. And I wanted to bring this up as well too, because here's another, it's a little bit of a different type of ad, but it performs very, very well. The reason why I believe it does is because this ad over here is a direct screen share over a national publication, like a news article. In which case, the reason why I believe it did so well is because that news article, US News over here, does a lot of the marketing in itself. In which case, like if you were to do, and I learned from Gary Vee actually, is if you were to do a news article post, like a screen share post, and post it just organically, it typically gets like 2 to 3 times more views than just a regular post. I believe because the newsletter and being in the background, kind of expands your reach, kind of deliver the marketing for you. What I'm trying to say is I want to bring this up because this is also another good example, a very, very simple ad that you can do, just in the plain background, we're edited for you. You screenshot the news article, you do a quick recording with a plain background, and we'll crop that in for you. But again, very, very simple ad. She wanted to specialize more so into student loans. But again, very, very simple ad. Find a newsletter article. Hey, 50% of Americans are getting unapproved for their dream home because of bad credit. I don't know. Use ChatGPT to find a nice article there. Very, very simple. Talk in front of it. Simple. But this is in the ad Rolodex for you as well too. I sent this over to you as well, so you have access to all these. I kind of ranked it from the best ads. I don't want to say the worst ads, but the best ads usually on the top over here as well. Maybe if you know Corey as well too from Hidden Financial. Great ad because the screenshot they put up here and also specifically what she was saying on it as well too. But again, it could be a lot better if you have a better background in it. The last thing that I want to go over here is the actual AI marketing brain. If everything kind of makes sense, sometimes I do kind of go a little quickly because I get passionate about things.
So wait, no, I was gonna ask all those videos and stuff like that you're sending us. Where do we get access to that? Are you dropping the link on Zoom? Because I'm on my phone.
He dropped it in the Discord.
Yeah, they're all
okay, in our chat. Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got you. And then as well too, if I'm missing anything here, or maybe I talked about something that you might have seen this recording and I missed to share it with you, just let me know. I got your back. Let's continue here. So we previously kind of touched upon this AI marketing brain. For starters over here, when you click on the link over here, I believe I shared it with you. I'm gonna share it again. If I haven't, AI CRO marketing screen. I'm also gonna put it on here. But one thing to quickly note is when you click on that link over here, just make sure you click over here and you make sure you press like it said like add to sidebar or to like favorite to your sidebar or save to your sidebar. Just make sure you do that so you save it. But when I was previously talking about this, it's an accumulation of thousands of sales calls into your plug into here to really give you copy that's gonna resonate. So when I was talking to you about those three concepts that we want to really make sure that we're having as ads, financially capable and also motivated people, this is an accumulation of that. So if I was to give it like, hey, give me a direct offer template, this is more so for like ad copy when I just posted on here, but you can also use it for your scripts as well too. Introducing the 3-step boom, boom. 90 days, 100% money back guarantee. That's what someone was asking over here. Too good to be true pitch. That's what someone was asking about. AI tracking. Pretty much is going to give you copy that just resonates a lot more with your market over here. A lot better, attracting more motivated people and also more so financially capable people. You use the specific key characteristics on here that's going to be able to just make your life a little bit easier to attract those type of people. And as well too, if you were to compare like posting an ad or posting just organic posts using this type of copy compared to like if you use regular ChatGPT, it would considerably get more engagement, more reach than not using it. So like I said, type in here, hey, I need a script for an ad to target people that recently got denied for their dream home due to bad credit. So it'll give you the script over here, but don't get me wrong, we also have a bunch of the scripts over here as well too that you can also leverage as well too. The hard truth, getting denied for your dream home, motivated, only your dream will magically happen. I just recommend changing it out to be more so of an American name. Boom, boom, boom. Blocking approvals, you need a co-signer, kind of like a frictional event that people were talking about. As you can see over here, it says new gen over here. So based upon these previous sales calls, they're active clients. So sometimes this pops up people's names that we previously used in sales calls. So just being kind of to be conscious with that. But cool. Everything kind of makes sense here so far?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Awesome. Do we kind of have an understanding of how we're going to go about these ads over here? Kind of have a game plan over here?
I'm ready.
I love that. I love the attitude. Yes.
Yeah, what I'm
Awesome.
hearing is nice car, nice view, wipe your camera, no chain, no Rolex. Gotta take those off.
Well, no bust down Rolex. You can have like a plain Jane Rolex, but like no
There's nothing
flashy
plain
stuff.
about my partner.
Oh, never mind.
No, you know what, Sunset? What I'm hearing is go buy a plain Jane Rolex.
That's
That's what I'm hearing.
what I
I'm
was
giving
gonna
it a
say.
B.
His head, he's gonna do.
There's your
Hey,
excuse to get
man.
a nice watch. There you go,
Hey,
brother.
no joke. I'll make any
But we're
excuse.
excited. We wanted to focus on the marketing side, so I just feel
Yeah,
like
I love your approach. Very
like
systemized.
let's focus on getting some videos, getting some marketing. Like, give me a reason to keep my hair done. Like, honestly,
That's right.
like that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted.
And on top of this too, I want you to just focus just on content closing deals. Send me as much content as possible, as much as you really can. Me and my team will sift through it, tell you, hey, we should do this. Maybe this can be approved upon. We select the runs that our partner perform the best. The more money we make you, the more end up getting paid. So of course you have your best interest in mind.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that's fire.
There's your excuse to buy another Rolex.
Yeah, literally, right? Exactly. And then the other thing I was gonna say too, I was gonna ask was so you know how you were saying yesterday the budget spends at like no less than $23. So we start at 23, right? And so my thing I was thinking last night is, right, how do you scale that? And like what is the system? So are we gonna do $23 a day
You
per
don't have
week?
to. You
Oh no,
can
what do you
start out at
recommend?
$50. It really depends on like kind of like your budget as well too. You know, if you can start out with $50, prior to bringing any initial sales deals in, do it at $50. That just means that you're going to bring in sales a lot quicker. You know, it's going to go through the optimization steps a lot quicker. You know, I got a
Okay.
client that started out at $250 a day. You know, it just means that we're able to get through that learning phase a lot quicker and
Yeah, the only reason
optimize.
I say that is because like when we did with the other ads team that we're using right now for the funnels and the webinar challenges, right? They were like, oh yeah, like one of the excuses that they were using is mind you, we had already warmed up my ad account. Mind you, like my ad account as of today, we're at like a little bit under $50,000 in ad spend, right? And so when
Mhm.
we went back for our second challenge, Sunset, what did Homeboy say? He said like, oh, we started too much too fast. Mind you, I think we started at 500 a day, right? But mind you, we ended 2 weeks prior at 750 a day. So then he was like, oh yeah, Facebook, you have to like drop down the ad spend from 500 a day down to 300 for two, then 400 for two, go back up to 500, and then we went back up to 800. Like that's what he said. But like to me, it just didn't really make sense. Like, but
Doesn't
if
make
that's
sense to me. I don't know why.
It
Sunset,
never
you hear this, bro?
it never made sense to me. I already told you, see, that's it
These
never made
ads
sense.
are simple. To be honest, ads are stupid simple. It's like put up a nice ad and you're gonna attract the type of people that are in the ad. You know, you're gonna attract the
Yeah,
type of people that resonates with. I don't
yeah,
know.
I see
It's
what you mean.
that's some sort of ninja ad strategy that doesn't really need to be, to be honest.
Yeah. So
You
there was
know,
definitely bullshitting on that. All right. So as far as that goes, all right, and then so Sunset, you already put a card on file, and then so like what do you want to start with daily for ad spend so his team can figure that out?
if you can
Or you
start
want
out
to
at 50 bucks a day, just rock at 50
I
bucks a
say
day.
start at the 50
What
bucks.
there you
I
go.
would.
All right, let's run it.
All right, let's
Yes,
do
sir. Yes, sir. We got a
All
game
right.
plan. We already talked about how the chats are going to be coming in, right? It's going to pre-qualify through chat first and then push them into schedule a call.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Awesome.
And then
See,
the calendar, what are we using for the calendar for scheduling the call? I think I missed that part.
awesome. So we are using your Go High Level account, right? We're using your Go High Level account. Let me
You
check.
never set it up that we didn't have a call on that. I know you said that, but that was one of our other concerns too that I was going to bring up. I didn't know if we were going to cover that, but the goal high level we're using. Let me just let you finish, and then maybe this isn't even an issue. So go ahead, Blake.
Yeah, I mean, if you already have your Go High Level account, I've been talking to a lot of people, so excuse me if I forgot. But Sumia should have hopped on the call with you, maybe
Oh,
not
we didn't.
yet.
I didn't do the call with Sumia yet.
Oh, that's fine.
That's
So
why.
what
Did
she's
that
gonna
one
do,
on
she's gonna
Monday.
hop on the call with you, make sure what I
Okay.
call the Go High Level foundations are set up. You
Okay.
know,
Yeah.
there's
That's
like there's like
Monday.
fucking there's 4 verifications on just the phone number alone. So you want to make sure all those are set up, like CNAME, Shaken, caller ID, A2P. You should have already done that though. She's gonna make sure all those foundations are set up, and then she's gonna go through the checklist to make sure you have all the workflows on there. You know, she's gonna on the call with you. She's gonna make sure all those foundations are set up, and then she's gonna take her own time to really just check out the really nitty gritty details and make sure all those workflows are set up. If something's missing, she's gonna communicate with me and communicate with you on Discord. Hey, this is missing, and we want to implement this campaign. If you have
Okay.
any questions on that campaign, no problem. I'll give you further clarification. But as an example of what people are usually missing are like a hostage campaign, in which case after the call and they haven't signed up yet, hey, I gotta talk to my spouse about it. You go to that hostage campaign, you want to send them out further testimonials. Another example is what I call a value add campaign. When you schedule out a call, you know, you want to make sure first that you respond yes to confirm the call. And also you want to make sure you send them out what I call a value add campaign. And the value add campaign is every 2 to 3 hours, send them out more value-based emails to make sure we're always top of mind to stop them from price shopping, and also give them a little couple of freebies, ebooks, etc. So really just providing them value is something that they can have tangible to look at. So it just stops them from clicking on other people's ads. Because you better believe these people are getting bombarded with thousands of ads every single day. So we just want to take the extra step to make sure they're not price shopping. But those are
Yeah.
a couple of examples that we want to make sure also implement your Go High Level account. But to kind of answer your question, Sunset, is automated chat directly to your Go High Level calendar. If you have a call center, you have a couple of closures, we'll make sure that calendar is a round robin with whatever distribution that you want based upon whoever's a better closer to those closers. Like the better closers should have a majority of the calls compared to other closers until they get better. You know what I mean? And then as
Yeah.
well too, you want to make sure all calls are also recorded as well too. So that in scale, it's easier to train people.
Okay, so in the beginning, while we're trying to get our closers, so Sunset and I would be doing those calls, and you said you do a red robin system. So Sunday, I would have her connect the Go High Level not only to her calendar, but it would be like a main calendar, and then it would assign it to like, hey, you get this client, Sunset gets this client, and then we would just go from there.
Yes, sir. Super, super simple.
That's
Let me
correct.
share my
Can y'all hear
screen
me?
here. Exactly. You're exactly right.
Oh,
All
yeah,
you
it's
do,
probably
bro,
because,
is
I'm in Walmart and the music's playing loud.
no worries. I don't know if you can see my screen here, but all you do is you individually set up your availability on here. Go High Level is also synced up to your Google Calendar, and then it would just optimize based upon who has
Yeah.
availability. So the first step over here, let it load up. If it does load up, there we go. You just optimize it based upon optimize based upon availability over here. Pretty simple.
Okay. All right. So
But
okay. So she'll set that us up with
if
us.
anything,
All right, that's fine.
if anything like is if an issue or glitchy that Sumia can't handle during the actual Go High Level onboarding call with you, no problem. Don't fret. I can hop on that call as well too and make sure everything's ironed out. I just would like to focus more so on those
Okay.
bigger
And
tasks.
okay. And then other than that, as far as the calls right now, like when you have with your clients like Sharif, and then like these calls, you guys do them on the phone or you guys doing them straight through Zoom or Google Meets?
So awesome question. First you have those chats, then they schedule the call. Sometimes in those chats, you can probably close deals directly on those chats over there. Second portion of it is over to directly a phone call. Hop on a phone call, see if you can get some
Okay.
low-hanging fruits on there. If you need to put them onto a Zoom call, put them onto a Zoom call. But we also have as well too, I don't know, I think I forgot to share this with you, excuse me. But we also over here have what I call a 5-minute phone strips to success. In 5 minutes of the call over here, you can quickly find out this person is a buyer or not. Let me make sure I share this with you as well too. Closing. Obviously, just tailor out the script towards your pricing point. In addition to that, let me send you over a couple more little assets over here. The first one over here is what I call, the first one over here is a presentation. We use this to train our closers on one of our first companies, second company, Bullseye Credit Group. We quickly scaled them up to around, over 600K in around 7 months. So really, really quick. Well more than $2 million every single year in under 2 years, just based upon, this scripts over here that we're using. What I'm trying to say is that this is a very, very well put together. It is simple. I like simple stuff. Him and my partner over here, earlier partner, we designed the script to be able to train our closing team over here. So what I'm trying to say, maybe just skim through this, take a look at it, see what you like about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you can share that, I would love to go through that.
I got you. So 5-minute phone scripts, closing, sales training, how to get more referrals and testimonies, maybe skim through that, how to make amazing content in viral posts, common objections, common questions people ask and how to handle those objections. And then what I call the sales automation guide. Your social media is already on point, so you might not need to use that as much. Maybe just skim through the about there. Kind of everything makes sense?
Yeah, we'll take all that. Yeah, that's fire. Thank you so much.
Awesome. So I believe we got a game plan here. Honestly, the next steps here is really to just
Blade, can you
start
show me
making
that?
content.
Please, I had an emergency call. I'm sorry, y'all.
What do you want me to show you?
I don't know where we left off. I had an emergency call, and I see you drop more things in the chat, which I don't know what it is.
Oh, no problem.
Okay, thank you.
So what I was saying is that, excuse me. So previously we were talking about, hey, should we hop on a call with these people? Should we hop on a Zoom call with these people? So what I was saying is that get the low hanging fruit. Sometimes you can really chat with people and close the deals directly through chat. Sometimes you have to hop on a call to people, hop on a call, from close the deal to the call. Sometimes you might need to go from a call over to a Zoom call, worst case scenario. Most of the time you don't. Most of the time you can just close it directly through a call. What I'm
Okay,
trying to
yes.
say is that
Yeah, that.
over here we have what I call a 5-minute phone script. Really
Mm,
within 5 minutes, obviously tailor it out to your own prices, but within 5 minutes, you're able to really see if this person's a buyer or not. So what I'm trying to say is take a look at this briefly, maybe
mm,
implement it yourself, see how you like it, boom, boom, boom. The next one over here is what I call a closing training. We use this to scale up our call center very, very quickly. One of my second real big companies over here that were able to really scale up and just bring in a whole bunch of closers in a very, very quick period of time because we had all these sales trainings as well too. So nice sales presentation over here. Um, my closer over here, to be fair, he is a better closer than me. So he did design this sales presentation himself. You already know me, I'm just that cafe hopper, running ads, kind of that ninja, I guess. But I'm saying he's a great closer, so amazing presentation over here. Third part over here is the objection handling copy. So common questions and objections people have and how to kind of just handle those objections, right? So it's here in this PDF. Next over here is a sales automation guide, pretty much how to optimize your social media to turn into what I call like a powerful lead trap. So when people are hitting your page, they immediately know what you do, but you guys already have amazing pages as well too. So maybe you want to maybe get a couple pieces of alpha on there, just skim through it. Again, you guys already make amazing posts, but this is another presentation of how to make viral posts as well too. This is a
mm.
smaller one, so just skim through that if you want to. Next over here is how to get more referrals and testimonials. Pretty simple. So kind of just take a look at that. Oh, and the
Okay.
last thing that I do want to bring up is this is a little bit more custom though. And we use this with our marketing brain. So whenever I hop on a sales call with somebody, this has significantly helped my own sales calls as well too. Whenever I hop on a sales call with somebody, I always have up my pain point checklist. So I have go high level. I have that KPI sheet, that Google sheet that I showed you guys. And I'll show you that in a second after the go high level onboarding call. What I'm trying to say is I go high level, I have that KPI sheet, and I have my pain point checklist up here. If I ever start to notice that my sales calls are going to the point where they don't ask me, hey, what's the next step? Or hey, what's the price on this? I always bring up this pain point checklist. This pain point checklist, the entire point of this is to bring up emotion, strategically bring up specific emotions and pain points on here to really push them into, hey, what's the next step? Hey, how do I get started with you? Hey, how do I buy? So strategic questions that you can ask this person over here to really just push them into there.
Gotcha.
Very, very simple pain point checklist. What I always recommend, always really just make your own on here because every business is really different.
Yeah.
But the way that I recommend for everybody to do this is to go quite literally into this marketing brain here. And I'll share in a second. Create a pain point checklist of questions I can ask a potential buyer to push them into asking for the price or to buy. Very simple. And it comes up with a bunch of questions over here, pain points that you specifically ask these people. This is something, this is a sales training that we're always going to be building up because we're going to be scaling up with our closers. So we're always going to be getting better and better, implementing better questions onto here as well. But again, this significantly helps me and significantly helps a lot of my clients as well too. So let me just share this with you as well too. This is literally what I just asked ChatGPT. Very simple. Pain point checklist. Highly recommend. All right, cool. That kind of makes sense there too.
Yeah,
Sweet.
for sure.
Yeah, it makes sense. Thank you so much. That's fire.
Sweet, sir. I got you. All right, so now you got an excuse to buy another cool watch. And I think we got everything we got a game plan over here.
Absolutely.
Can I provide any more value before we kind of move on to the next steps here, recording more content?
Nope, we just need to start.
Yeah, really. It's really simple as that. But cool. Like I said, flood Discord with more content. If you have issues with putting content into Discord, throw it into Google Drive, or just text me directly, whatever's easiest for you. If you text me directly, I'll just download it and I'll throw it into Discord. But just again, to be fair, like I'm the worst at answering with text. So excuse me for that.
Listen, never apologize for that. We overstand. We are the same.
Okay, cool. All right, great. So you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So my
Discord
question is, my last question, Blade, are we able to use previous ads that we've done
Please.
before, like content from other okay.
Please, please.
Yeah.
So shoot all that content to the Discord, into Google Drive, whatever is easiest for you, Dropbox. And then
Okay.
me and my team will personally go through it and let
Okay.
you know, hey, maybe you got to fix on this, or maybe, hey, this is a perfect ad actually. Let's
Okay.
use this fun.
Okay, perfect. We'll start on
Yeah,
that.
that's fire.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
We got a game plan. We got a game plan. I'm gonna share this recording with a Fathom on
Okay.
Discord shortly after this call.
Awesome. Thank you,
All
Dave.
right. Thank you so much.
Awesome, awesome. All right, guys, I'll talk to you on the next calls. God bless for now.
All right.
You too.
Peace. God
See you
bless.
later. Peace.